Okay, guys, welcome to another Monday night Grubb Cast. Uh, Sorry, I'm just a few minutes late. I lost track of time, and uh, I almost was way late. But also, too, I've been under the weather. So, hey, Nestor, been under the weather, so got a little rasp, and I may be coughing a little bit. So, I'll just apologize for that right off the bat. So, uh, feeling much better, but last week I was down and out on Thursday and Friday for sure. So, but got a lot of tournament information tonight to give to you. But first, let's start it with our sponsors. I got a new sponsor I picked up last week too. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Fish Sticks Rods, guys. Tournament was won yesterday, Sunday, with Fish Sticks Rods. Ron Williams said both of their big fish was caught on Fish Sticks Rods. So they're out there using them and catching fish with them, guys. So get you one. Hook and Donkeys. I do believe Big Bass on Saturday's tournament was caught on Hook and Donkeys lure. So, and Mike sent me some stuff today, some eye candy, and man, did they look really good. Sanborn Builders, guys, it's springtime. Get out there, get your decks built, porches, whatever. Remodel your house, garage, whatever you need done. Painting, if you need your house painted, get a hold of Sanborn Builders. Ace Hardware, stop down there and get you some 1099 jigs from Blue Rock Bait and Tackle. Or get you a Bang Bang stick or some ammo or whatever from Ace Hardware. And outside projects, they got all kind of steel equipment, blowers, weed eaters, chainsaws. Stop down to Ace Hardware. Hobbs Roofing up in Akron, Ohio. Get a hold of Hobbs Roofing. You need something done up around Akron. Pizza Stop. After a long day out working in the yard or fishing, stop at Pizza Stop and get you a wonderful pizza. I recommend the deluxe or a chef salad. On these hot days, get you a chef salad. Southern Ohio Sanitation, like I said, and I'll be saying more. It's getting springtime, plenty of parties going on and everything, and get you some Porter Johns from Southern Ohio Sanitation. Hey, Tim, no worries about running off. And Williams and Son Construction, get your house built, your apartment built. He's the man to do it. He can build it. And the new sponsor is Raccoon Creek Outfitters down on Route 50. He's got all kind of fishing gear. He has every kind of kayak you can think about, from fishing kayaks to just regular kayaks, all kind of gear for the kayaks. He also has a place to camp for you to camp. He has areas he'll drop you in Raccoon Creek and you can kayak and then spend the night in a campground there. So stop down to Raccoon Creek Outfitters, and tell them you heard my name on here. They're open Thursday through Monday, 9 to 5. So that's right now, their hours are 9 to 5, Thursday through Monday. Closed Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So stop down to Raccoon Outfitters. I really appreciate them reaching out and wanting to be on here. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to have to do a lot here on my phone because I got a lot of information that people sent me on the phone. So I'm going to have to scroll through different ones. We'll start with last Wednesday night. George didn't send me the Tuesday night one. I don't think. Let me double check and make sure, but I don't think George sent me the Tuesday night one. Nope, he didn't. So last Wednesday night at Lake Snowden was our first Wednesday nighter. We had 9 boats. Had a really good turnout for the first Wednesday. And first place was 4 pounds, 0.25. And Dylan and Donnie Phillips, they started out their year again taking our money. In second place was Travis 6 and Kyle 6 with 379 for second. And I do believe Donnie and Dylan had big bass for 237. So that was Wednesday night. Now we need to do Saturday. We had our first club tournament. That's not it. Just bear with me, guys. I'll get more organized at some point, maybe. That is here it is. I knew I had it. Guys, last Saturday at Burr Oak was our first club tournament. We had 25 members fish. We have got 32 members signed up this year. We have got a bunch of members. So it's going to be a really fun year. And we're still, if it ain't too late, you still can join for the year. We got 11 more tournaments left. So you can still join. And our newest member that joined, one of our newest members that joined that day, ended up winning the tournament. Sean 6. He had 655. And I do believe he had big bass for 460. Second place was 473. Josh Guthrie. Third place was 408. Dylan Phillips. Fourth place was 345. Dustin Potter. And fifth place was 339. John Campbell. But yeah, guys, we had 24 or 25 members showed up and fished. What a turnout. We had a really good time. The fish really wasn't eating that good at Burr Oak. I struggled severely. I had one wee little fish all day. But I'll get into that a little bit later. Let's go ahead and finish off the tournament stuff that took place. Then I'll tell you a little bit of what not to do. Listen to Tony. That's what not to do, especially when you're fishing. Sunday, last call Bassmasters. They had their first tournament down at Rupert. Another really good turnout for a rainy, miserable day. We had 21 boats, I do believe is what it was. And first place was Ron and Joe with 8.84. Second place was Kevin Ashby with 7.80. And he also had Big Bass at 6.53. And third place was 5.82. And that was Dave Camp and Tracy Camp. So that was a really good turnout. Brian runs a really good tournament, Brian and John. And it's only from 7 to noon on Sundays. So follow Last Call Bassmasters page, and I think their next tournament is, I want to say, the 13th at I believe Dow Lake. As time gets closer, I'll announce more of those. One more tournament, and then I'll get into what's going on the next week in tournaments. There was a Monday morning tournament up at Burr Oak this morning. They're running a Monday morning tournament up there every Monday morning. And today they had, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys fished. I think it's 7 boats. First place was 9.5, and that was Brody Cochran. And he had Big Bass at 6.5, so that he had a good day at Burr Oak today. Second place was 4.5, and that was Andy Flowers and Leonard Parsons. And they had 4.5. So that was a pretty good little day at Burr Oak today for just having 7 boats is what they had. So don't forget, guys, Wednesday night. Hey, Travis. Wednesday night, we'll be at Lake Stoughton again every Wednesday night now until October, 5:30 to dark. This weekend, I do not, there is a tournament. Oh, Buckeye, Vance's Outdoors is having their Buckeye tournament April 5th up at Buckeye Lake. So anybody wants to get in that tournament, it's up to Vance's Outdoors. They're doing that one. Buddy Bass on here just said May 15th starts Thursday nighters at Delaware Lake, 5:30 to 9. Must fish two fish championship, September 20th. Any info, call Buddy Bass at 4. Here, I'll just put it up on the screen. I don't know how many you got to fish, Buddy. How many you got to fish? Because it says you must fish. I think you missed a number there. But there's his number. If you guys want to get any information from him, it's Buddy Bass at, and it's for the Thursday nighters at Delaware Lake, up above Columbus in Delaware there. So reach out and get a hold of him. Like I said, this weekend, I think the only tournament that I really know of is the one at Buckeye Lake. Run and Guns tournament start April 12th. Will be at Seneca. Must fish 3 of them, he says. Must fish 3. So must fish 3 to fish the championship. So there you go, guys. Thanks, buddy. But yeah, what I was talking about earlier when I was talking about Saturday, guys, I went up and pre-fished at Burr Oak and had a pretty good evening. And, you know, I got in my head to throw a bait because I thought that's the bait they'd be eating. Not the bait that I used the day I was up there to catch the fish, and I forced this bait. It was a spinner bait. I threw it all day long, knowing that I'd caught him on a rattle trap. And I mean, I picked a rattle trap up a couple times, but yeah, it was not a very smart move for me uh, to try to force the bite. I love a spinnerbait bite, and I was just trying to force it. I should have stuck with the. I should have threw the rattle trap or picked up a plastic and drug it, and probably could have at least got a limit of swordfish. But I don't know. I guess I was going for the big ones, and it cost me. I ended up, I think, 18th place out of 24 guys, so it was not a good tournament for me at all. But you have those. Okay, buddy. What show in South Carolina? Well, get some rest. But yeah, guys, yeah, don't when you got something going on, follow through with it. I don't know. I wasn't in the game, evidently. Uh, and also, did you see at the beginning of the show? I done a little thing. I put a new dress on the boat. Since I'm keeping it, I'm doing a bunch of stuff to it to really get it fixed up, and it really, really turned out good. I'll go back and put it up here for just a second. I am very, very pleased with it. It turned out amazing. It's wrap it in Waverly, Ohio. Done the job, and he run a really, really good job with it. It really looks good. Uh, if you need, if you're thinking about doing your boat or vehicle or car or whatever, get a hold of me. I can get you hooked up with him. Uh, yeah, Robert, it looks really good, and I okay, Dean. Yeah, the there's 6 guys from Ohio in the TBF. They are out in. Not real sure where they're at fishing, to be honest with you. Some other state, but they're fishing the TBF championship this week. Uh, okay, Jim. He just told me. You know what? I think I got. Now that you say that, I think Mike sent me that whole paperwork. And buddy, while I'm looking for this, Buddy Bass just said that he is looking for a co-link for the Buckeye BFLs. Buddy, I might be able to hook you up with a guy. He's missing the first one, but he's planning on fishing the other last 4 because he's got a grandson having a birthday party for the first one, so he can't fish yet. But I've got a guy that is fishing the first one, but not fishing anymore. So if you want to get a hold of me, I know Josh is going to travel with me down south to the uh, Toyota Series, and then when we come, we're driving straight back to fish the BFL at Tanner's Lake Darnell's, where the TBF is. But buddy, we're driving back and fishing Tanner's, so I can get you that guy for there, and then John Campbell probably he's fishing the last 4, so he'll hook up with you if Sean Weeda doesn't hook up with him. Sean's supposed to let John know, but I've got you somebody. I can get you your 5 tournament links if you want to go that route. I'll do that, buddy. Actually, I'll get Josh hooked up with you for your first one, and then John Campbell for your last four. If him and Sean don't end up hooking up, he was supposed to find out, I think, yesterday or maybe today on that. But I'll get a hold of Campbell and find out. But I know I've got you your first one too, so Josh is going to fish that tournament. Okay, back to tournaments here for Lake Logan. First place in Big Bass was Tim Nelson and Keith Goss. They had 15 pounds, 0.53. That's a good day. And 490 was Big Bass. That was a good day for Logan. Second place was 12.51. And I guess it's George Carr. Because it says George. So George had a good day. He had a 4.62. He was right there on the Big Bass. I'm double checking, make sure there ain't no other Georges on here, but nope. Well, I can go back up here too. Oh, you just said that they had, Jim, you didn't tell the rest of them. Okay. Yeah, George Carr had second place with 12.51, and third place was 10.22. And they had a 4.42. There were some good fish. Sabo and Richie. Rich. It might have been Rich Campitelli. So yeah, Lake Logan showed out for the water being just getting back up. Jim says they had 18 boats and 18 boats and 18 limits weighed in. So yeah, they was eating. That raising water must have really brought them up. So that was a icebreaker at Lake Logan. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, back to the boat. Guys, if you want to get something wrapped, Beverly, I do believe I got to get more information, but I'm pretty sure the name of it was Rapid. He's on Beaver Pike Road, right off the highway. So, and he done a really, really good job on my boat. I'm very, very pleased with it. And yeah. So, but guys, oh, trivia question. Everybody ready for a trivia question? I got a good one tonight. It's a two-parter again. Remember, imagine that. But the good thing about it is it's only numbers. Okay. In 1971, the Bassmasters Classic, the first one ever, was in Las Vegas, Nevada. How many anglers fished it, and how much tackle was they allowed to take? How many pounds of tackle was they allowed to have to take, and how many anglers fished it? The first Bassmaster Classic ever. Oh, I gotta show you what I'm giving too. I'm really messing up tonight, ain't I? Hooking donkeys, the 2.75. No, Alan, you're close. No, Rusty, you're close too, but both of you are off. You got one answer right, but the other ones are off. No, Fred? And I've been down and out. I got your baits. I will get them in the mail tomorrow. There you go. John Welch has got it. 24 anglers and 10 pounds. So there was 24 anglers that fished it, and 10 pounds of tackle was what they was allowed to take. Rusty, you was one angler off, and Alan, you was two anglers off on it. But it was in 1971. They flew them out to Las Vegas, Nevada. 24 anglers, and 10. They was allowed to carry. They weighed their tackle before they went fishing. They weighed their tackle. They was allowed 10 pounds of tackle. Yes, Chuck Keller, and then they didn't even know where they was going. And when they got on the plane, they had no idea where they was even going to fish at. And Ray Scott announced it mid-flight where they was going fishing, so they couldn't even prepare their tackle, knowing what lake they was going to. So, John, I'll get these. I'll make a trip. I got to get Fred's stuff in the mail tomorrow, so I'll just put yours and Fred's both in the mail at the same time and get them mailed off. Fred, I am really sorry. I usually try to get the stuff out the next day, but last week I got down and out and didn't make it to the post office. No, Chuck, they was allowed 10 pounds of tackle. So, but guys, I really appreciate everybody on here supporting me, and you don't know how nice it is to have you guys here and showing up, and especially when I see you guys comment on here, like Jason Housen. How you doing, Jason? Haven't seen you forever. Chuck Keller. Guys, I don't know who's watching it until you guys announce, comment on here, because it doesn't show me who's on here. It shows up on top how many, but it doesn't show who it is. And spread the word. Have people, they can watch it afterwards. I'm sort of stuck at about 500 to 600 views, which is good, but I would like to I'd like to bump it up. I'd like to try to get, it'd be nice to get 1,000 views a week. That's probably asking for a lot, but if I get Andy Fry on here every week, I can probably get that, because he busted over 1,000 views. But I don't think Andy wants to be on here every week talking with me. He's got better things to do than that. It's called catching fish. But guys, I appreciate everybody being on here. I'm going to go up and get some cough medicine in me again. I feel a coughing spell coming on. So I'm going to get off from here, and I will see you guys next week with some more tournament information. And guys, if you got information you want it on here, just send it to me. Messenger, put it in Messenger to me, or put it in text message to me. Email me, whatever you want to do. Just get it to me, and I'll get the information out there. If there's tournaments coming up that you want, talked about, send that to me too. That's what I do this for on Monday nights, is get the fishing information out there. So I appreciate everybody. Oh, one last thing. Athens County Bassmaster Club members, tomorrow is April 1st. We have a meeting at 6:30 at Lucky's, and we will be talking about regional entries, getting our stuff together, and any regional members in Region 6. We have a meeting next Tuesday, April 8th at La Rosa's in Jackson. And I do believe it's at 7. Just plan on being there at 6:30. We will be taking all entries, and we will do the pairings for our regional for May 3rd and 4th at Rocky. So make sure you club members have the information to me or Fred, or bring it down there to that meeting. As of right now, I have 2 entries, which most guys will bring them down to the meeting, but get them into your president, or your president don't have to show up. You guys can bring it, but just because after next Tuesday, we can't do no more pairings. So it'll be, you guys, get your entries in, get it to somebody, and get it turned in for next Tuesday night, April 8th. Okay, guys, I'll see you next Monday, and I'll announce that again next Monday. So you guys have a good week. It's supposed to be raining, but the fish are biting. They finally realize that there's no ice over their head anymore. So get out on the water, be safe, have fun. See you next week.